Genesis chapter 22 from the Bishop's Bible. After these sayings, God did tempt Abraham, and said unto Abraham, which answered, Here I am. And he said, Take thy son, thine only son Isahac, whom thou lovest, and get thee unto the land Moria, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will shew thee. Then Abraham rose up early in the morning, and saddled his ass, and took 2 of his young men with him, and Isahac his son, and clove wood for the burnt offering, and rose up, and got him to the place which God had appointed him. The 3rd day Abraham lifted up his eyes, and saw a place afar off, and said unto his young men, Bide here with the ass. I and the lad will go yonder and worship, and come again to you. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering, and laid it upon Isahac his son. But he himself took fire in his hand, and a knife, and they went both of them together. Then spake Isahac unto Abraham his father, and said, My father. And he answered, Here am I, my son. He said, See, here is fire and wood, but where is the beast for burnt sacrifice? Abraham answered, My God will provide a beast for burnt sacrifice. And so they went both together. And when they came to the place which God had shewed him, Abraham built an altar there, and dressed the wood, and bound Isahac his son, and laid him on the altar above upon the wood. And Abraham, stretching forth his hand, took the knife to have killed his son. And the angel of the Lord called unto him from heaven, saying, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, Here am I. And he said, Lay not thy hand upon the child, neither do anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest God, and hast for my sake not spared ye thine only son. And Abraham, lifting up his eyes, looked, and behold, behind him there was a ram, caught by the horns in a thicket. And Abraham went, and took the ram, and offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son. And Abraham called the name of the place, The Lord will see, as it is said this day, In the mount will the Lord be seen. And the angel of the Lord cried unto Abraham from the heaven a 2nd time, and said, By myself have I sworn, saith the Lord, because thou hast done this thing, and hast not spared ye thine only son, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seaside, and thy seed shall pass the gates of his enemies. And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast heard my voice. So turned Abraham again unto his young men, and they rose up, and went together to Beer-sheba. And Abraham dwelt at Beer-sheba. And after these things one told Abraham, saying, Behold, Milcah, she hath also borne children unto thy brother Nahor. Hus his eldest son, and Buz his brother, and Kemuel the father of the Syrians. And Chesed, and Hazo, and Pildash, and Edlaph, and Bethuel. And Bethuel begat Rebekah. Those 8 did Milcah bear to Nahor, Abraham's brother. And his concubine, called Reumah, she bare also Tebah, and Gaham, and Thahas, and Maachah.